Last week, I had a visit from a mate from interstate, one Mr. Chappo, who, needless to say, had much explaining to do to his wife, airport security, and then me, as he dropped off this. It's an at least 50-year-old fence post he reclaimed from a friend's paddock made of good old Aussie Eucalyptus hardius as concretius. Probably ironbark. It came with a letter that I couldn't open until after he left by way of explanation. The wood is rough, weathered, weighty as hell, and holds a secret, just like his note. Which I will read to you, in part, in a moment. But first, let's see what we have here and clean up this old bit of timber. I don't know about you, but in the past year or two, it feels like the YouTube woodworking scene has been, well, a little flat, especially here in Australia, but also among the small channels from overseas who I subscribe to who have gone quiet. Don't get me wrong, there have been some great new local channels start, like Barber's Paddock, The Melbourne Maker, Dino Builds, among others, and Pask Makes, Dana Made, and a bunch of other guys are still pumping out and humming along, and that's fantastic. But along the way, we've lost a good number of the community, it seems, who have either formally stepped back from video creation, or others, like myself included, who for many reasons have just slowed down. This is not a video about those reasons, at least not directly, but it is a video about trying to do something about it, and hopefully, reverse this trend. For all of you out there, especially those who dabble in filming your woodwork, and doubly to those who used to, but for whatever reason have not found the time this year, here is your challenge. I'll use the words Nigel wrote that inspired me. You have just 90 days left. 90 days to just get restarted. 90 days to do a one-day build. Not something that will take you 24 hours, something that you've always said one day you will make. Or if you'd like a little more specific inspiration, walk into your workshop, pick up a piece of timber that you've held on to for year after year, that you've always said, one day I will make something of this. That is your challenge. There will be no judges, there will be no prizes, there are no sponsors, no long-term commitments. Only an arbitrary, self-imposed time limit to get back in the shed and make something that makes you happy. This is a chance to rekindle the fire of woodwork and hopefully of filming and sharing that process with the maker community and those who enjoy watching that content. You have my permission, nay my demand, to be a bit selfish. Carve out some time and make what will make you happy. There will be a playlist of the videos of people who choose to take this on, but that's about as fancy as it gets. Now, this was not a whim on my part. As I said, I was inspired by a letter, which I'll summarise now.
Righto, Fixit. I've watched your channel for many years. A young fella and I have visited your awesome workshop, went in town and enjoyed the tour. From just a handsaw and a hammer to I am a Team Teal guy, it's been great. A while ago you became a dad. We saw you pop up now and again and understood the ebb and flow of the commitment. I look back upon the flat patch and you announcing this, and I hope you realise it was just outstanding. It gained your respect that was evident in the comments. However, there was an awesome underlying benefit. There would have been plenty of blokes watching that, maybe in the current or previous position similar to yours. And this has had a positive impact on them, so good on you. Okay, that's all well and good, but now you've got a piece of wood. So as we discussed, sorry it's not the awesome piece of cherry I tried to post, but it's still bloody good wood. Unfortunately, the cherry cracked and split while it was drying. With this piece of distressed looking farm timber, go your hardest. You recently told your members that the work hours are changing and you may have a bit more time, so here is the following. 30 days. 30 days to think about what the hell I could make with this bloody piece of wood. 30 more days. Research the proposed. Buy in additional bits and pieces, sketch up the hell out of it, get yourself bloody ready. 30 more days. Make the thing. It'll make me happy. Good luck, mate. I know you'll enjoy it. Chappo. I scripted out this whole video based on that letter. Clever title, all the rest of it. And now questioning whether I'm going to use that or not. There have been so many blokes like Nigel and his son, Jack, who have unquestionably supported me over the years and through my hard times. And despite my current reflective demeanor, I'm doing well. I'm doing bloody well. This year has been fantastic. The postnatal depression is basically behind me. I'm out of therapy. We've been functioning as a family unit very well, and everything has been great. My bouts of depression are basically gone. I'm not suffering from any of those things that really debilitated me last year. And so the challenge is to just get restarted. 25. Right, Mark?
Just get restarted. 25. Hashtag.
But instead of stealing that catchphrase, let's coin our own. This is the Chappo Challenge 25. And there are no prizes. There are no judges. There are no real rules, except for an arbitrarily imposed deadline of 90 days. Not a lot of wood. I may try to incorporate some of the split cherry if I can as well, because that was a gift from Nige too. And of course I have my whole collection of offcuts and other things around here. I'm going to be trying to not buy anything for this. So treat it as a scrapwood challenge. Go out and buy new maple or walnut. I don't care. This is a call out and a call to action. And that is the core of this challenge. I'm not here to tell you to refire up your YouTube channel, go blazing, or video a week, build videos, whatever else floated your boat previously, but if you are a content creator and you used to love this gig, particularly Australians, but we're not restricting this worldwide, get back in your shed and see where it takes you. I am bloody excited. I've had months of going into this garage and doing nothing more than backing out the car ever since I made the awesome workbench. That was the last thing I was able to work on before work went silly. And now I should hopefully have a little bit more time. I am so excited to start building, making, and fixing again. There's going to be a lot of handyman style stuff coming up. So I've got so many things that I need to do. Anyway, that's it. Chappo Challenge 25. One hashtag, one playlist. And if you want to join in and if you want to tag, do updates and follow along using that hashtag, then power to you. If this just ends up being me, and over the next 90 days I get one bloody project made out of one piece of old reclaimed posts, then that's still a win. Let's see if this makes it into the video, or if I revert to my voiceover. Maybe there'll be a combination of both. Thank you, Nige, for kicking me in the butt, and pull your finger out was another option potentially. But we'll stick with what it is. And today, if you haven't seen it already, the goal is just to dress this post and see how much wood I actually have to work with. Probably going to be a small project, but bugger me, it's tough stuff. Let's see what's left at the end. Just get restarted.
Now, most of you here will know the struggles with P&D I went through last year after the birth of my daughter. I'll link the video above. If you're a dad and you missed it, I would strongly encourage you to give it a play after this. But the good news is my lack of productivity in the workshop this year is mostly unrelated. I am well, and I have been doing well for the vast majority of the past 7 or 8 months. Nova is growing up way too fast, and dad life is, well, a lot, but I am loving it. No, my lack of videos has been due to the much more mundane change at my real job, whereas for most of 2025, I've been doing the unthinkable. Working office hours instead of shift work. I mean, yuck, that should be illegal. Much better for sleep and family weekends, which is nice, but much worse for workshop time when I don't have those extra days off that shift work provided me. Oh, and a toddler to look after. However, I've also not put in the effort to get myself into the workshop. I've procrastinated on projects which I am genuinely excited by. So now the good news. My roster will be back to normal soon, giving me the workshop time I need again. Nova's grandparents are still here to help watch her, and in another month or two, the Aussie Maker meetup will be on in October down in Melbourne, so there is lots to be super excited about. With this gentle push from Mr. Chappo, I've got a plan, a bit of wood, and the impetus to just get restarted. Within 30 days, I will have designed what I'm going to make with this old fence post. Within 60 days, I will turn that plan into a reality, and before 90 days is up, the project will be finished, edited, and online here for you all to enjoy. At which point, the weekend of November 22nd, 23rd, I hope to have a bunch of you also publish a passion project with the hope to re-inspire and reinvigorate the Aussie Maker YouTube scene. Now, it would be all too easy just to fall upon and plagiarize my good friend's catchphrase,
Just get restarted.
which I've dropped several times during this video, but this is a personal project. You are doing this for you, and so it's getting a personal title. The hashtag for this undertaking will be the Chappo Challenge 25. I can't wait to see who comes out of the woodwork. Tag your photos, tag your video, and that way I'll be able to find them and add them to the playlist in November. Speaking of personal, GetYaBumChecked. This is a community undertaking, and I want to assist a very valuable member of the community who, in my mind at least, personifies the Aussie maker spirit, one Mr. Philip Douglas Shinbone. As most of you are probably aware, Phil is kind of having a bit of a shit year, as he battles his butt demons in the fight with colorectal cancer. There's been a small army of 3D printers from the Australian maker community getting out there to share the message that Phil would like to say, get your bum checked. Let's face it, most of us here are probably middle-aged men, and the statistics for colorectal cancer are dropping lower and lower. By that, I mean the diagnoses in younger people are increasing. It used to be 50, then 45. Hell now, I'd say if you are like me and there is a fall that starts with your age, you should go and see your doctor about this, particularly if you've been experiencing any symptoms. On a more personal level, all of the profit from this video and from the final video that I make this year will be donated to the Buy Me a Coffee Philip Shinbone Fund and the Gradually Wizardly family. So if you too are monetized on this lovely YouTube platform, I would encourage you to do the same. Give your video a month after it comes out, and in any of those dollary dues that you happen to make from it can help Phil and his family through this very challenging time. Just an option, but I'd love to see you participate. Now, get in the workshop, get fired up, get planning, find a bit of wood, get filming, and just get restarted. See you in November.